years ago, they used to check, and we have excellent precedents in the state of California, where it was a case of Cleaver versus Jordan, when the Secretary of State of California, Frank Jordan, has kicked off the ballot Eldridge Cleaver because he was not eligible. Mr. Jordan actually did his job and checked the birth certificate. He found out that Eldridge Cleaver was 34 and not 35 and kicked him off the ballot. And when Eldridge Cleaver complained, he went to the Supreme Court of California. His case was thrown out. He went to the Supreme Court of United States, certiorari, and it was thrown out as well. Years ago, our secretaries of state used to do their job, but not anymore. Just like years ago, our media used to do its job. And if some years ago we would have had media like we have now, Watergate would never been discovered. And just recently, I've heard, it was Brian Williams saying, voters have spoken. It's like God have spoken. And Mel Martinez, here's another one. Mel Martinez is saying, voters have spoken. You know, I Googled Mel Martinez. How many of you know that Mel Martinez is not a natural-born citizen either? Oh, one person knew that. So quite possibly, Mel Martinez, who was born in Cuba, figures, wait a minute, if this guy that was born in Kenya can become a president, why shouldn't I, being born in Cuba? And that's why Mr. Mel Martinez is saying, voters have spoken. I think we're done with Mr. Mel Martinez. And another issue here, voters have spoken when President Nixon was elected, majority of citizens of this country have voted for Nixon. However, where was Mel Martinez when that happened? In Cuba, where was, who was it, Brian Williams, who is saying voters have spoken. Where was he? Out to lunch? When they were investigating, Watergate? Obamagate is much worse than Watergate. The amount of fraud, a massive fraud that I have seen during the Obamagate is just unbelievable. And one of the things that is of greatest concern to me is this one piece of paper, and that's from Illinois Supreme Court. And that's registration of Mr. Obama to be an attorney, an officer of the court. When, and I'm an attorney. Now, in order to represent clients in the Supreme Court of the United States, I have to be admitted there too. And you have to sign an oath to uphold the law, an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America. On this piece of paper, there is his name, Barack Hussein Obama. And the second question is, it asks, any other names? And he put down none. It's fraudulent information. I mean, we have this and what Mr. Burke presented, that's his registration for school in Indonesia, where it clearly shows that his name was Barry Soetoro. I obtained his, the divorce agreement, the divorce agreement of Ann Dunham and Lola Soetoro. They showed the couple has 2 children. Mr. Obama was acknowledged by Mr. Soetoro as his child. He went by name Lola Soetoro, and here in his application to be an attorney in Illinois, he raised his hand and he took an oath to uphold the Constitution based on fraudulent statement. Do you think this man will have any difficulty raising his hand during swearing ceremony in the White House based on fraudulent statement? Think again. And that's the greatest concern. We have put him on the ballot only based on statement by Nancy Pelosi, who is a politician, and enough said with that, and his statement, all he did, he stated, I'm eligible, and I have here papers from most states. All he did was saying, I am eligible. And I remember writing an article. This article was called, Osama bin Laden can be on your ballot. Because if in this country, I'm finishing, in this country, if a person can become a presidential candidate only based on his own statement, and we know how reliable his statements are, then somebody like Osama bin Laden theoretically can come and write a statement, I'm eligible, and we should put him on the ballot too. Do you see how idiotic this situation is? And this idiocy was perpetrated by our mainstream media. Nobody has taken action, and I'm here so that all of us will start taking action and will start boycotting. Well, we need to start a boycott of all the media that is not providing us with the truth.